susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
The Bureau of Customs is one of the country's most vital institutions and one of its most challenging to lead. Every day it stands at the front lines of protecting our borders, combating smuggling, facilitating legitimate trade, and collecting the revenues that help fund government programs and national development. It is a responsibility measured not only in billions of pesos, but in public trust, economic security, and the nation's competitiveness in the global marketplace. Good evening, I'm Ox Bagado, and this is The Game Changer. Leading an agency with such a complex and far-reaching mandate requires more than experience. It demands vision, integrity, decisive leadership, and the courage to transform an institution under constant public scrutiny. Tonight, we meet the man entrusted with that mission. Please welcome the Commissioner of the Bureau of Customs, Commissioner Ariel F. Nepomuceno, sir. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank
Sir,
you.
welcome
Thank
to
you
The
for
Game
inviting me.
Changer.
Thank you too. Thank you for inviting me.
Ikinagagala ko pong makasama ang The Game Changer himself.
Sakto lang, trabaho lang ako doon, trabaho lang.
Alright, Com Ariel. Unahin po natin itong naging inspirasyon mo. What really inspired you to dedicate your career to public service?
Actually, it's both a necessity and an accident actually. Because when I was in high school, my original intention was to be an architect.
Oh,
Dahil ang ate ko, she studied architecture in UST, though she ended up sa fine arts. So I saw her drawings. Gustong-gusto kong gawin yun. Alam mo, builder ka eventually. But then, when I tried to apply sa UST, medyo mahal ang tuition doon. Hindi ako naka-first base because when we were securing the application form, may bayad kagad. So me and my two other classmates said na hindi tayo po pwede rito. Then the other option, inspired kami nung mga kapitbahay namin doon who entered PMA, the Philippine Military Academy. At ang chismis, we did not know really that time, chismis was libre. Libre na yung pag-aaral, libre daw uniform, libre pa may allowance ka pa.
correct.
So we said, instead na maging out-of-school youth kami, we applied. So the only school that I applied to for college was PMA. Kung bumagsak ako doon, out of school youth ako noon. So we applied. Fortunately, we got accepted. Then doon na. Because of the people that you would meet in PMA, yung mga tactical officers, senior cadets, professors. Most of them, if not all of them, are highly dedicated to serve the country. Very patriotic.
Yes.
So na-inspire kami doon. So doon nagsimula because of that exposure. So from then on, I said, maganda naman yung career na mapunta ka sa gobyerno.
So it was really your foundation in your educational journey. If there's a specific experience that really prepared you or best prepared you to lead the BOC, ano po yun?
Actually, it's an accumulation of the entire experience since
Okay.
I started to work for the government. Simula nung younger years, swerte ako, nagkaroon ako mga mabubuting mga boss. When I serve as, well, nasa intelligence community kami, no? Sa ISAP, I would mention, retired na naman, si retired General Ted Torralba, napakabait pero napakahigpit.
Okay.
So you would really have to have a no-nonsense dedication to do your job and mission-orientedness na trabaho. Sa kanya ko natutunan yun. Na against all odds, focus. Marami kang pwedeng gawin, but there's a single thing that you will really have to achieve. Kung ano mission mo, gawin mo, no excuses. Of course, we're assuming legitimate mission, di ba? And then, through the years, especially nung napunta na ako sa Department of National Defense, sa Office of Civil Defense in particular, I served 3 secretaries, then in particular, Secretary Gibo Chodoro. Alam mo yan, mabait,
Na mahusay
mahigpit.
din.
Oo, number 1 sa bar exam. And then,
Top-notcher lang naman.
plus he has the wisdom na, yes,
Yeah.
number 1, top
Yeah,
notcher
yeah,
siya.
yeah.
And he has the wisdom, and again, the dedication to really serve. So, yung nakita namin doon, nakita ko in particular, yung pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan, na sa atin, maaring trabaho lang yun, sa kanila, survival yun. Ano?
Right.
Sa kanila, kung sino makikita nilang tauhan ng pamahalaan, yun na ang gobyerno para sa kanila. To them, it will really mean everything na kapag may kalamidad, meron silang pangangailangan, nandyan tayo. So na-reinforce doon yung sabi nga, bigyan mo ng puso yung trabaho mo.
Very well said. Before BOC, before the Bureau of Customs, of course, it's a public knowledge you served in disaster management and national security. What lessons from those roles have proven most valuable today?
Ano yan? Lagi life and death.
Yes,
The attitude that
crucial kasi yung ano na yun,
Yes.
the role.
Literally life and death ang trabaho sa Office of Civil Defense.
Yes.
Ang bansa natin, laging binibisita ng more than 20 typhoons. Ano? Some of them deadly.
Every year.
Every year.
Yes.
Suki tayo ng bagyo, lindol, volcanic eruptions. When we got appointed sa OCD, meron pang oil spill. Maraming trabaho yan. Ano? Ang bottom line yan, you're dealing with literally survival ng ating mga kababayan, life and death. So the attitude towards looking at your job, particular job, as a life and death role, either makatulong ka or ikaw mismo maging balakid doon sa survival ng ating mga kababayan, kailan malinaw siya. So OCD taught me that, na napakarami sa ating mga kababayan, again, ang umaasa sa pamahalaan for their basic survival.
Correct.
So, nung makita ko yun sa OCD, the more na kailangan ko palang, yun nga, pagbutihin pa yung trabaho. But you cannot do your mission alone. You need a
Yes,
good
yes.
team to do that. You need good support from Malacanang, from Congress, Senate, from the other stakeholders, especially the public sector,
Yes, yes.
private sector.
Yes.
Kasama dapat sa mission niya.
Yeah.
Hindi naman kaya mag-isa yan.
It has to be a concerted effort,
Yes.
actually.
So yun, number 1, the life and death attitude. Kailangan makita mo yan, na kailangan yung trabaho mo, malinaw sa iyo, may mabubuhay or mamamatay pag di ka kumilos ng tama. Pangalawa, hindi mo kaya mag-isa yan. You need all the available support. Private sector, mga boss mo, and other agencies, kailangan man. And including international support.
Alright, kanina binabanggit mo how challenging it was with the OCD. The Bureau of Customs is a very challenging institution in terms of leading, the BOC. What made you accept the challenge to lead such an institution?
Yun nga, bali pangalawang usapan na tungkol sa BOC. Nahiya na rin ako kay President
Okay.
Bongbong. Kailangan ng tulong na mapaganda pa ang BOC. So, tingin ko, kahit hindi pa tapos yung aking mission sa Office of Civil Defense, sige, this time around, I will help. This is a very challenging job, ang pagiging pinuno ng customs. Alam ko naman, at the end of the day, mapuputikan kami lahat dyan dahil ang impression sa BOC, hindi maganda. No? Maraming mga issues laban si BOC. I'm so aware of that. But I'm also aware that if we are able to successfully reform and improve the Bureau of Customs, malaki ang magiging contribution namin sa bansa. Malaking tulong to.
Correct.
If we can finally end all the known problems haunting the BOC.
Yes, or associated with the BOC.
Yes. Siguro yun ay matutulong natin sa bansa. Kaya naman yan.
Oh,
Kaya naman yan. Hindi ganun kadali, pero hindi imposible. Kaya naman.
It's really, ito namang, when you assumed office in the BOC, ano ba yung vision na immediately, parang gusto mo kagad susugan talaga? That you actually set when you assumed office in the Bureau of Customs?
Una-una, ang utos ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, very clear. When I took my oath, June 30, I took my oath, July 1, I started to work. Una-unang bili niya talaga, tamang koleksyon.
Alright.
Wala dapat masayang, walang dapat mawala. Kung ano yung para sa bansa, makolekta yun. Of course, I said yes. Sabi ko sa kanya, Mr. President, I can do that. Hindi pa perfected yan, alam naman natin yan, but I'm dedicated to do that. Pangalawa, good governance. Ayusin daw ang BOC. So I said yes to this mission. So kagad-kagad piniliwanag ko sa kanya that the only way to really do this and achieve this is through a full digital transformation of the Bureau of Customs. Available naman ang mga teknolohiya sa ibang bansa. I-adapt lang natin. Or in short, kopyahin lang natin yun. Ano? Hindi nga lang ganun kadali because of the procurement law. Hindi naman overnight yan. Kung pwede kong bilhin yan, kung private sector
has to go through a process,
bukas bibilhin ko na yan. Di ba? So meron lang procedure. Transparent, competitive, kukunin natin pinakabaganan. Nasa gitna na kami noon. Give or take another year, we will be able to roll out the digitalization of the Bureau of Customs. So nakasandal yung reforma, yung pagbabago ng BOC sa digital solutions talaga. So malinaw sa akin yun. And I explained that to the President. And I'm glad, and that's the good news. Full support si President Bongbong sa full digitalization ng Bureau of Customs. Importante yun. Yun ang aking karga-kargang suporta galing sa kanya at yun din naman ang ipinangako kung gagawin ko para sa bansa. So, the full digitalization of the Bureau of Customs, moderno, kagaya ng ating mga kapitbahay, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, modernong BOC, that's what I envision when I took over the leadership of BOC. Yun lang talaga ang paraan. Otherwise, if we don't modernize, ang problema ng BOC, paulit-ulit lang yan. Of course, naniniwala ako na ang tao nagbabago. Given naman yan. Marami sa mga taga-BOC gusto naman talaga na magsilbi ng tapat, magtrabaho ng tama. Marami niyan. Ang empleyado namin, more than 5,000 ang mga empleyado. Siyempre, just like in any other organization, kahit sa pamilya nga, no? Organization sa private sector, sa government, even civic organizations, meron mababait, meron ding hindi mabait. Di ba? May mga pilyo din. Ano? Meron ding iba ang intensyon. Ganon din sa BOC. Sa BOC, marami din namang mababait at meron din mga pilyo. So, alam ko rin yan. So, ang mission ko is to be able to gather all those whose intentions are the same with my intention, which is to really reform the Bureau of Customs. Palagi ko panahon naman na talaga para bigyan natin na mas matibay, mas mabigat na pagpapahalaga yung bansa naman, di ba? Kaya naman yun, kaya naman yun. Mas importante yun kaysa dun sa sariling interest. At saka na yun. So we can do that. I'm not saying it's easy. It's definitely challenging. There will be resistance within the BOC and outside the BOC. Tanggapin na natin, hindi naman BOC lang ang problema or even BIR. Magaling din yun. Si Commissioner Charlie Mendoza ng BIR. PMAR din yun. Lawyer yun. PMAR din. Underclass ko siya. Mabait yan. Kaibigan ko.
Galing na pala ng academy si Charlie.
Yes. Ganito. Yung mga nakikinig natin, mga negosyante sa ating mga kababayan. Kaya pagtulong-tulungan natin to. Ang suliranin, ang problema ng Bureau of Customs, hindi ko to personal na problema eh. Hindi rin to personal na problema ng ating mga kababayan. Problema nating lahat ito. Problema to ng buong bansa. So meron din tayong mga negosyante, gusto rin nilang makatipid pero maling pagtitipid eh. Madali lang sisihin ng BOC. Di ba? Pero it takes two to tango, ika nga. Or even in the case of BOC, it takes three to tango. BOC bilang gobyerno, yung mga importers, exporters na gusto makatipid sa maling pamamaraan, illegal na pamaraan, in short, smuggling. Technical, outreach, pareho lang yung panlolokong ibig sabihin nun eh. And brokers, hindi lahat ng brokers masama intention. Maraming brokers professional. So, yung tatlo na yan, pag nag-usap-usap yan ng mali, yun ang problema. So, my job is to install the digital solution so that kahit sa ayaw at sa gusto ng mga masasamang intensyon, wala silang magagawa.
Correct, correct.
Meanwhile, we will just have to do our utmost efforts to campaign against smuggling. Naipapakita naman natin yan kahit
Yes.
paano ngayon. No? Napakarami na naming tinanggal sa posisyon, matataas sa rango, gitna, mababa. Marami na kaming kinasuhan sa korte. Of course, sa tulong ng DOJ, during the time na si Ombudsman Rimulya was still the Secretary of Justice, nagkasundo kami niyan. Susunod kami doon sa tinatawag niya na certainty of conviction. Maganda dapat ang preparasyon ng mga kaso. So, given yon, NBI, PNP, even the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So, pag sama-samahan natin, pag tulong-tulungan natin bilang magkakasama, na maayos ang suliranin ng BOC hanggat di pa natin
Fully
na-digitalize.
digitalized. Yes.
Labanan to. Sinasabi ko nga, yung mga smugglers, we already have accumulated a total of almost 70 billion pesos worth of smuggled goods na nahuli
That's
namin.
a lot
no?
already.
Yes, and more than 140 plus cases filed in the court
Wow.
laban sa mga smugglers. Ano? Unfortunately, merong ilang mga taga-BOC doon. Dire-diretso ang pakipaglaban natin. Sabi ko nga, yung mga nahuhulihan namin ng kanilang mga masasamang ginagawa, hindi naman pumapalakpak sa amin yan eh. Hindi naman yan natutuwa. Sabi ko nga, pinagtitiri kami ng kandila niyan araw-araw. Either mawala kami sa pwesto or siraan kami. Diba? Kailangan pagtulong-tulungan to, even kasama sa media.
Yes.
Tulungan nyo na kami. Pag may kumakalabit sa media na banatang kami dahil inareglo sila ng mga kalaban, pumili tayo. Ang labanan dito sa gera ng BOC, pag nanalo tayo rito, buong bansa ang mananalo rito. Hindi naman ako rito.
Makikinabang.
Hindi ko naman karir to. Pwede naman ako umalis bukas. Di ba?
Yeah.
Pero pag naayos natin ng BOC at nakakolekta tayo ng tama, yung pondong manggagaling dito, yun ang ginagamit ng ating pamahalaan sa operasyon ng ating pamahalaan plus doon sa mga proyekto para sa ating mga kababayan. Kailangan pagtulong-tulungan
Correct.
to.
Actually, natuwa ko doon sa kanina nabanggit mo na kailangan mo ng mga kasama na kaparehas mo ng pananaw at paniniwala na para may isa katuparan, may isa ayos yung BOC. And another very important thing na binanggit yung digitalization. But for the meantime, while it's so tedious, it's actually, for lack of better term, Herculean na makakuha ng team na halos kaparehas po natin ng pananaw at vision para sa magandang solusyon, yung digitalization. Kasi doon wala akong lusot.
Yes.
Everyone has to go through that system.
Alam niyo yung kasabihan na, i-digress ko just to
Aha.
further emphasize the point that we have to create the environment wherein people have no choice. Bureau of Customs, again, importers, exporters, brokers. We have to create that infrastructure
Right.
wherein they don't have a choice but to do the right thing, the legal way. Okay. Halimbawa, yung kasabihan dati, I think until today, pag nasa loob ka daw ng Subic, nagda-drive ka, ang tinutino mong mag-drive.
Correct. You stop.
Tatakot
and
kang
then-
mahuli, the system is
Susunod
in
ka.
place, susunod ka. Pero paglabas mo ng Subic,
Ayun
back
na.
to your old habits of driving.
Yes.
Kasi nandun yung sistema sa Subic. Di ba? So, ganun din. We have to create that kind of environment. Nandun ang IT solutions, nandun ang strict enforcement rules,
Yes.
and so on and so forth. So that, again, the business sector, the brokers, the BOC personnel will do their job because wala naman choice eh.
Yes.
We have to achieve that.
And ultimately, hinahinay na matweak yung kultura.
Yes, yes.
Na minsan yun talaga yung hadlang
Yes.
para maisa katuparan yung vision. Okay. With the game changer returns, we go beyond the numbers and into the leadership behind one of the nation's most critical institutions. How do you modernize the Bureau of Customs, combat smuggling, strengthen border protection, and still deliver record-breaking revenues in an increasingly uncertain global economy? We'll ask Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno later when the game changer continues. Stay with us.
Narito na ang schedule ng inyong paboritong Lotso games mula sa Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office.
Araw-araw ang draws ng 2D Lotto at 3D Lotto tuwing alas 2 ng hapon, alas 5 ng hapon at alas 9 ng gabi.
At pagsapit ng alas 9 ng gabi, sasamahan pa yan ng Big Time Games. Tuwing Lunes, magpapapremyo rin ang 4D Lotto, Mega Lotto 645 at Grand Lotto 655.
Pagdating ng Martes, magdadala ng panalo ang 6D Lotto, Lotto 642, Super Lotto 649 at Ultra Lotto 658.
Tuwing Miyerkules, umaarangkada ang papremyo ng 4D Lotto, Mega Lotto 645 at Grand Lotto 655.
Pagsapit ng Huwebes, tutok na sa 6D Lotto, Lotto 642 at Super Lotto 649.
Mapapanood naman tuwing Biyernes ang pagbola ng winning numbers ng 4D Lotto, Mega Lotto 645 at Ultra Lotto 658.
At tuwing Sabado, abangan ang 6D Lotto, Lotto 642 at Grand Lotto 655.
Sigurado namang pasasayahin ang araw ng linggo ng exciting prizes ng Super Lotto 649 at Ultra Lotto 658.
Sali na dahil baka ikaw na ang susunod na mananalo
At maging Lotto Milyonaryo. Araw-araw, let's play Lotto! Dito lang yan sa DATV at IBC.
Nursing is not the easiest job in the world. In fact, it's emotionally draining.
Huge step in the fight against COVID-19.
I truly believe in the things that I do because of where we come from, our resilience, our dedication.
A Filipino nurse administers the first COVID-19 vaccine, and her name is May Possums.
I gave my best and my heart.
I am May. I am the Philippines.
Good day everyone, I am William Theo and I am inviting you to watch the PCSO lottery draws that we air 3 times a day, every single day. We not only play for fun, not only for winnings, but most importantly for charity. So let us always remember, play smart, play safe, and most importantly, play responsibly.
Under Commissioner Nepomuceno's leadership, the Bureau of Customs exceeded its revenue targets despite a challenging global economic environment. But behind those numbers lies a much bigger responsibility. For our viewers, what is the core mandate of the Bureau of Customs?
Thank you for the question. This is the chance to give our audience the whole picture what BOC is doing. Dahil ang iniisip na ating mga kababayan, collection lang tayo ng duties and taxes. Yun ang number one nating trabaho. The collection of duties and taxes na tama. Pangalawa, na hindi gaanong nalalaman ng ating mga kababayan, yung enforcement function. Ibig sabihin, yun nga, yung pakikipaglaban namin sa mga pumapasok na illegal. Mga smuggled goods, mga bawal, droga, yung mga endangered species, ipasok, ilabas, bawal yan. So, meron kaming enforcement function.
Well, ang daming challenges sa BOC. Yung mga nabanggit, smuggling, yung border control, very challenging yan na trabaho. Ano yung pinakamalaki, the biggest challenge ever when you assumed the office sa BOC?
Una-una,
Gusto natin malaman yan.
Yes,
sa dami niyan, ha?
Una-una, buti na tanong natin yan. Una-una, ang magiging tagumpay ng Bureau of Customs, nakasalalay yan sa mismong mga tauhan namin. Tanggap ko naman, nung kunin ko itong trabaho na to, na masama ang imahe ng Bureau of Customs. Therefore, marami sa mga taga-BOC demoralized. Dahil, of course, may basihan naman, no? Ba't masama yung tingin sa BOC? Kaya lang, again, marami sa mga taga-BOC gusto rin magtrabaho ng tama. Una-una may mga kamag-anak yan. May mga mahal sa buhay yan, may mga kaibigan niya, kaklase,
May
kapitbahay, na gusto nila, maganda rin
Yes,
naman ang tingin sa amin ng aming mga kamag-anak. So, demoralize yan. So, for me, the biggest challenge, among other things, smugglers, given yan, yung suporta ng Kongreso, ng Senado, ng politicians, di ba? Given yan, may challenges yan. But to me, the biggest is how do we inspire, how do we lead an organization that has been clobbered, battered with criticisms? How will you make them believe na it's worth serving the country well this time under my leadership. Yun yung biggest challenge. no?
Yes. Okay. Nabanggit mo yung smuggling, Cobb. Smuggling remains to be one of the country's biggest concerns. How is the Bureau strengthening enforcement while supporting the legitimate businesses? Kasi crucial lagi yung pagbalanse na yan.
Yes.
Di ba?
Medyo may mga improvements naman na ngayon.
Okay.
no? Kung kukunin natin sukatan, bago ko sagutin yun. no? Marami magsasabi tuloy-tuloy smuggling. Marami rin magsasabi gumaganda na. No? Ako naman, we will have to look at the results. Unang-una, as of today, yung ating collection target from January 2026, ngayong taon na to, and as of today, lumampas na kami sa collection target
Wow.
ng halos aabot na ng 12 billion pesos yung lampas namin. Yung mga hindi naniniwala sa reforma noon na sinasabing pag nireforma mo ang bureau, babagsak ang collection mo. Hindi ako naniniwala doon kasi walang logic yun eh.
Okay.
Kasi pag tama ang computation mo, tama ang collection mo. Therefore, ang reforma makakatulong sa tamang computation. So napakita natin yan. So number one, measurement that we are winning the campaign against smuggling is the collection performance.
Yes.
Ibig sabihin, pag nakokolekta mo ng tama, nababawasan yung kalokohan. Yun lang yun eh. Kahit
Yes,
anong debate pag-usapan natin sa mga
Chicken and
detractors,
egg,
criticisms, I respect that. I treat those criticisms as feedbacks and challenges sa amin. Ano? Pero yung resulta kasi, maganda ngayon at nagpapasalamat ako sa aming mga tauhan. Hindi naman ako yan. Hindi lang ako yan. Ano? Na nakakakolekta na yun ng tama at higit pa sa inaasahan. So number one, measurement yun. Pangalawa, again, it takes time bago natin fully digitalize ang Bureau of Customs. Meanwhile, nananalo ba tayo or hindi dito sa labanan ng smuggling? Ako naniniwala, nananalo. Pero hindi pa tapos, mahaba-haba pa ito. Kasi again, marami tayong binabantayan. Hindi kami makaka-focus sa isang item lang. Halimbawa, binabantayan namin ng agricultural smuggling. Babantayin mo rin ang oil smuggling. Babantayin mo rin yung mga kotse na ipinapasok na hindi nagbabayad ng tama. So,
And different forms of smuggling pa.
yes, yes.
Okay.
Alam mo, yung mga sindikato, magagaling din yan, di ba?
Of course,
They know how to navigate. Yung higpit ko ngayon, mag-iisip yan ng paraan, paano makalusot. So, dito sa usaping smuggling, paano mo babalansin yung pakikipaglaban sa smuggling versus facilitation, yung pagpapabilis ng mga shipments. Ang billing ko sa akin mga tauhan, pag kayo nalilito, gawin nyo lang tama. Huwag tayong magpakatalino. Very clear yung mga nasa saad sa ating CMTA na tinatawag,
Yes,
Customs Modernization and Tariff Act. Meron pang Anti-Agricultural Economic Sabotage Act. Lahat ng batas, sundin lang natin yon. Whether mabilis, mabagal yung trade facilitation, darating yon. Let's just do our job. Let's be consistent with what's expected to us by all these laws crafted for our job. Gawin lang natin yon. And then yung facilitation will follow. Kaya naman nagkakaroon ng delay kapag may transaction eh. Yun lang naman yun eh.
Yes.
And people can always invent, rationalize why will you receive yung tinatawag nating corrupt sources of funds. Maraming creative ways to justify that.
Correct.
Kesyo hindi magandang sweldo mo, kesyo ikaw ang pinilit. Alam mo, ang daming dahilan eh. Ang billing ko sa akin mga tauhan na substantially sumusunod naman. Of course, meron pa tayong mga huhulihin pa dyan or tatanggalin pag kailangan. Gawin lang natin yung tama. Bagong gising ka, pagod ka, may hangover ka, gawin mo lang yung tama. Wala tayong pag-uusapan.
Be guided lang. Nabanggit mo yung CMTA. Yun lang eh. Work within that framework.
Huwag na tayong mag-invento ng dahilan.
You're safe.
Yes.
Okay. The Bureau of Customs recently posted its highest collection surplus in the past decade. What strategies make this possible? Of course, binanggit mo nandiyan yung tao. But, ano yung mga strategiya talaga, Comariel?
Unang araw ko pa lang, unang buwan ko pa lang sa BOC, nilinaw ko, yung mission ko, mangongolekta tayo ng tama. Paano gagawin yun? Tama dapat ang computation mo.
Okay.
Pag tama ang computation mo, ang ibig sabihin nun, tama yung klasifikasyon, yung mahamahaling sasakyan, hindi mo pwedeng i-declare na pick-up truck. Di ba? Yung mga meat products na mga prime cuts, hindi mo pwedeng sabihin laman loob yun. So dapat tama ang deklarasyon, tama ang klasifikasyon. Therefore, magiging tama rin ang iyong computation. Very basic yon. So, very clear dapat sa simula pa lang na yan ang gusto ko. Dahil yan ang ipinangako ko sa ating Pangulo at yan din ang aking tungkulin para sa ating bansa. So, tamang computation, higpitan. Pangalawa, yung hindi susunod doon, you must be willing, and I'm not happy with that, you must be willing to make the hard decision to relieve or to remove or even file cases for those who did not follow the expectations, the programs, na
Yes.
malinaw naman.
Correct.
So for me, kailangan malinaw yung ating programa. Nilinaw ko yan. Halos araw-araw kong pinaliliwanag yan. Pangalawa, pag di sumunod, sila na yung may kasalanan. Kasi malinaw naman yung programa ko, malinaw naman yung utos na ibinigay sa atin ng Pangulo, at malinaw din naman yung hinihingi na sa atin ng tao na napakatagal na. Yung,
That's right.
yung image ng BOC, huwag na tayong magalit, kasalanan natin yun. Kung anong magiging BOC ngayon, pagtulong-tulungan na natin. Sa tulong din ng private sector.
At yun ang importante.
Yun ang importante.
Revenue collection and efficient trade facilitation is another story. Very challenging. Paano niyo po nababalanse yan?
Yun nga, bali, pinagsabay-sabay natin yung mga programa na magiging tama yung collection ng ating mga importers, from the importers and exporters, ano? And then mahigpit na accountability measures.
Yes, kasi
Pag maganda trabaho mo, matutuwa yung bansa, magpapasalamat tayo sa kanila, at may reward system din naman yan. Pero pag mali ang ginawa mo, pananagutan mo yan.
medyo ano yun kasi may mako-compromise pag nagkulang kasi isa. Okay. Okay, technology is changing the way government operates. How is digital transformation helping improve customs operations? Kanina binabanggit mo, napaka-importante. Can you please emphasize lang, just or elaborate further?
Unang-una, naiiwan na yung bansa. In particular, ang BOC, in terms of the technologies that are already being used, being employed by other countries. Yung mga kapitbahay natin, moderno na sila. So tayo maghahabol na. We are not inventing the technologies that we will need to transform the Bureau of Customs. Available na yan eh. So nandun yung ating objective. Okay. Medyo maraming detalye to, but yung lang importante. No? Ang pinaka-importante sa full digital transformation of the Bureau of Customs, yung tinatawag na Customs Processing System, CPS.
Okay.
Okay. Ang ibig sabihin niyan, yung mga magi-import, halimbawa, meron niyang mga isa-submit ng mga dokumento sa ngayon, medyo computerized yung pag-lodge na tinatawag.
Yes,
Subalit, mano-mano pa rin yan, tinatype, ika nga,
Alright.
ng staff nila, meron discretion ng Bureau of Customs, nandun yung problema. Hindi pa siya talagang digitalized. Iba ang computerized, iba ang digitalized.
Okay.
Doon sa ini-envision natin na again, available na itong technology na to, sa pag-submit pa lang ng iyong import documents, scan copy, digital copy, isasubmit mo. Para kang pumasok sa bangko, sa kanilang ATM area, pipindot ka lang anong kailangan mong transaksyon. Bank balance, deposit, withdrawal, di ba? Dapat ganon. Wala ka nang kausap na taga Bureau of Customs. Submit mo yung mga scan copies mo sa opisina ninyo o sa kahit sa bahay, ma-access mo ang submission. And then, meron na sistema yan, may algorithms na yan, may AI capability na yan upang malaman kung yung iyong ibinibigay ay consistent eventually dun sa laman ng kargamento mo. So, submission, assessment, computation, payment, releasing, dapat yan 100% digitalized.
Yes.
Wala ka nang kausap. Meron ka lang kausap in a very extreme case kung nagkaroon ng malaking problema. But generally, dapat wala ka nang kausap.
Doon lang papasok yung human intervention.
Yes. Pero dapat may higher approval yon. Hindi pwedeng kanya-kanyang intervention.
Okay.
Because the system must be built in such a way na talagang fully digitalized yan. Parang bangko nga. Pumunta ka doon, kinain yung credit, yung either ATM card mo or credit card, minsan ginagamit yun pag mangungutang ka doon. Kinain yung iyong card, doon ka lang maghahanap ng kausap. But generally, wala kang kailangan kakilala sa bangko. Then you can do your transaction. Ganon din sa CPS ng Bureau of Customs. Generally, dire-diretso ka. In a very extreme identified cases, ibig sabihin, hindi mo ma-override yung system.
Yes.
There are instances that the system will allow for the importer or exporter to look for somebody to talk to.
Yes.
And in those rare instances, would require to be able to talk to a BOC personnel in those rare circumstances or instances, dapat may clearance yun. Para pag may ginawang kalokohan yun, may mananagot.
Correct.
Dapat ganon. So, CPS is at the center
Yes.
of all this digitalization. Marami pa. Halimbawa, hihingi kami ng tulong sa Kongreso, sa Senado, na bigyan tayo ng mga X-ray or scanning machines na smart machines na. May algorithms na available yan sa ibang mundo
Yes,
sa ibang
yes.
parte ng mundo.
Yes,
Kopyahin
yes.
na lang natin, alam natin yun. Then marami, we have identified 8 areas of digitalization upang mabuo natin yung full digital transformation ng Bureau. Ito, paliwanag ko, importante ito.
Okay.
Isa sa mga pinapagawa ko na kayang gawin. Meron kang app na pupuntahan na application. Pag importer ka, wag na yung mga importers mismo. Kahit yung mga kababayan natin, uso na ngayon yung e-commerce.
Yes.
O order ka ng diretsyo from the source, di ba?
Online
From Hong
payment,
Kong,
that's
from
all.
the US, from Europe, dadalhin sa'yo by courier. Okay. Pero hindi mo alam anong dapat mong bayaran and so on so forth. Pag di mo kasi alam ang tama mong bayaran, dun ka mabibiktima. Meron kakatok sa yung minsan broker, minsan staff, kung sino man. Boss, hinaharang ho ng Bureau of Customs yung kargamento mo. Whether totoo o hindi yon, hihingan ka ng pera to facilitate.
Yes.
Corruption yun.
Yes.
Di ba? Okay. But we are developing an app na ikaw ang importer. Kumpanya ka, totoo kang importer, or individual ka, private citizen, na nangangarap ka lang makabili ng diretsa, maring pambebenta mo rin yan or for your personal use. Meron ka dapat puntahan na app na alam mo eksakto ano ang nangyayari sa kargamento mo.
Even the computation, I think.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Meron sa ngayon yung computation, pwede na silang pumuntong
Yes,
sa customs tax estimator.
Yes,
Alam nila magkano mabayar. Then may hahabol kaming app na malalaman mo kung nasa na yung kargamento mo. Halimbawa,
maganda yun.
it's now pending in the Bureau of Customs Section 1. So hindi ka mabibiktima ng maling
So
impormasyon.
it's a tracking mechanism now.
Yes. Ika nga, yung kaalaman mo kung ano eksakto ang nangyayari sa iyong kargamento, yung kaalaman mo ang magbibigay sa iyo ng proteksyon. May peace of mind ka, hindi ka rin mabibiktima. So we have identified 8 areas of digitalization for the entire full digitalization, digital transformation of the Bureau of Customs.
And you guys are getting there.
Nandun na tayo.
Yes.
We're
Okay.
developing the system. Again,
Uh-huh.
hindi natin mamadali ito because of the procurement law, hindi ito pwedeng overnight.
Yes,
But I assure everyone, the process is transparent, definitely competitive, at we will make sure that the features expected to deliver a modern bureau, we will do that.
Okay. Every game changer is driven by purpose. Beyond the position, beyond the accomplishments, there is always a bigger mission. We'll be right back. This is the Game Changer.
Dito na sa Alauna Arangkada, ang inyong weekday habit sa DATV. Lunes, ang sabi ng bayan.
Para sa akin, yung 6.95 na minimum wage, hindi siya ngayon sasapat para sa bilihin. Yung cost of living kasi ngayon mataas eh.
All access.
Invited me to join a lot of exposures with our products as well.
At ang makabuluhang kwento ng Ang Maging Pilipino.
Kasi ang likas na talagang magalang ang mga Pilipino. Una-una, pag meron sila nakikita mga taong hindi nila kilala o alam nila mas mataas sa kanila, pinapakita ng paggalang.
Martes, tikman ang sarap ng ating kultura sa Tara! Food Trip!
Ako sa pagkain, di talaga masisira yan. Tara, sisig!
Sisig, bro. Yeah, let's go.
Ayan na.
Sorry, our sisig is 230 pesos. This bomb.
Grabe yung texture! Iba nga yung cheese!
Miyerkules, diskarte sa buhay at negosyo? Tutok na sa Negoskarte.
Pag-asenso, hindi lang po sa mga trade fairs, kundi sa mga legal matters din po.
Huwebes, kaalaman ay kapangyarihan sa Alam Mo Dapat!
At ang nangunguna doon na dahilan ng nasabing sunog ay open flame. So, ang open flame, ito po yung mga naiwang nakasinding kandila o di kaya unattended cooking equipment, open flame din yon. So, dapat talaga, no, kung ngayon ang pinag-usapan, ang kandila po ay talagang ilagay yan sa tamang lalagyanan, kahit matumba man o masagi man, o kahit malakas na hangin, natumba, ay hindi siya mapupunta doon sa madaling lumiyab.
Biyernes, himay-himayin ang mga balita sa Kongreso at Senado. Alamin ang mga bagong batas sa Hawak Mo ang Beat. Kasama ang inyong mga beat reporters na sina Gazi Sarip at Judea Bernardo.
Si Vice President Sara Duterte po ay nahaharap sa mabibigat na aligasyon na pinipilit po ng Kongreso ngayon na patunayan. Ito yung culpable violation of the Constitution, bribery, graft and corruption, at umanong other high crimes, betrayal of public trust.
Kaya tutok na sa 1:00 ng hapon. Impormasyon, serbisyo at saya. Dito lang yan sa DATV.
Leadership is measured not only by what you accomplish today, but by the legacy you leave behind. As Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno continues to lead the Bureau of Customs, what does success truly look like? What does being a game changer mean to you, Com?
Una-una, ang ibig sabihin sa akin yan, mabago na natin. In my case, Bureau of Customs kasi pinamumunuan ko.
Yes.
So, para maging game changer, ako at mga kasamahan ko, hindi lang ako to, the entire team from the Office of Civil Defense, dinala ko rito.
Yes.
In other words, na-pirate ko sila.
Okay.
Diba? Pinayagan naman ni Sec Gibot Chodoro. So that I have the people whom I trust na makatulong sa akin sa Bureau of Customs. So, yung team namin will be the team who will change the Bureau. Again, parang mayabang pakinggan, pero kaya naman kasi. At kailangan na natin gawin yun. So, for us, to be able to literally change the systems, the procedures, and the mindset of the entire organization, yun yung game changer role that we have to do.
Okay. Well, looking ahead, what are your top priorities for the BOC over the next few years? Medyo mahaba-haba pa yung lalakbayan.
Yes.
We still have ample time.
I-advance ko.
Yes.
Once we succeed in changing the Bureau, ang direksyon at ang resulta na tinitingnan namin dyan, ang customs, nire-respeto na ng ating mga kababayan. Di ba? Ang customs, minamahal na ng mga negosyante sa tamang pagmamahal. Di ba? At yung aming mismo mga tauhan sa Bureau of Customs, ikinararangal na nila na taga Bureau of Customs sila. For me, that's the ultimate goal, which we can only do, which we can only achieve if we are able to modernize the Bureau. Modernizing the Bureau means the full digital transformation of the Bureau. We have to use technologies that are already available. We must adapt them, put them in place, and use them. Dapat walang makaka-override nito. Even the next commissioners in the future. Dapat walang makaka-override niyan. If necessary that there's another executive order protecting this initiative, gagawin natin yun. So again, for us, a bureau that is respected, loved by the stakeholders, and loved by our own personnel, yan yung ultimate goal ng aking mga kasamahan dito sa BOC.
With the passion that you have in serving the government, specifically the Bureau of Customs, yung mga accomplishments po ninyo as the commissioner, you've displayed your readiness to take on the challenge. It's a very challenging job, to lead the BOC. You've got the mission, you have the very clear vision to effect change, na napakahalaga sa bayan. Let's talk about the legacy that you want to leave behind the Bureau of Customs as a commissioner.
Una-una, again, nandun yung pagmodernize ng Bureau of Customs. So, given yun. But for me, again, if I'm able to make our personnel proud that they work for the Bureau of Customs, really proud for the right reasons, yun ang gusto kong iwanan sa Bureau. Na nabigyan ko sila ng pagkakataon na maipagmalaki nila yung trabaho nila. Ngayon, tanggapin na natin. Maraming nahihiya pag taga Bureau of Customs. Although ngayon, it's a lot different when we came in. Modesty aside, kahit papano ngayon, nararamdaman ng aming mga tauhan na kahit papano, pwede nang ipagmalaki ng konti ang BOC. Kahit naman ako noong una pag tinanong ka saan ka nagtatrabaho, mas maganda yung dati namin trabaho. Undersecretary ako ng National Defense Department. Mayabang ka Di ba? Pero nasa BOC ka, merong pag-aalinlangan na sabihin mo taga BOC because of the image. But now, medyo maganda-ganda na. No? And this is the legacy, among other things. This is the main legacy that I want to leave to the Bureau. The pride of all our personnel will be installed. That we are happy working for BOC.
All right. Okay. Finally, message for the Filipino people, for the Bureau of Customs, ating mga stakeholders, and for everyone.
Ang ating Bureau of Customs, nasa sitwasyon tayo talaga ngayon na marami tayong dapat gawin. I always say, we have to accomplish 10,000 things at the same time in the Bureau of Customs. Subalit wag tayong mag-alala, basta't kasama natin ang ating mga importers, exporters, and all the other agencies. Pagtulong-tulungan lang natin baguhin ang Bureau of Customs dahil panahon na para maging mas maayos, moderno ang ating Bureau of Customs dahil yung pondo natin ditong makukuha, bawat piso o bawat 100 pesos na ating makukuha sa Bureau of Customs, mahalaga yan sa buhay ng ating mga kababayan. Makakaasa naman tayong lahat. We're doing our best. Pinagbubuti namin, pinagsisikapan namin talaga araw-araw na mabago, mapaganda ang ating Bureau of Customs. Pangako namin yan sa ating mga kababayan at yan din ang ginawa kong commitment kay President Bongbong at yan ay tutuparin namin. Hanggat kaya namin, itutuwid natin at pagagandahin ang Bureau of Customs.
Maraming salamat, Comariel. It's truly an honor to have you in the show. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you rin. Thank you rin sa pagkakataon. Salamat.
All right. True leadership is not defined by position, it's defined by purpose, integrity, and the courage to make difficult decisions for the greater good. Commissioner Ariel Nepomuceno reminds us that meaningful change begins with disciplined leadership, unwavering commitment, and a vision that serves the nation above all else. Commissioner, thank you once again for joining us, and thank you for watching. This is The Game Changer. My name is Ox Balyada. Until next time, keep changing the game. Thank you.